We sold our house and I'm moving into a van. I'm giving up the security of a house and a lawn to pursue a dream of traveling around the US, exploring the national parks, the natural beauty of the country, and one of the culminating points will be to climb the nose on El Cap in Yosemite. That's a big goal that I've got coming up, and having this van affords me the opportunity to travel around with all my climbing gear and go visit a whole lot of different climbing areas and get a lot of practice in. My journey's starting here in St. George in Utah, just on the footsteps of Zion National Park. Now, I spent ages looking around online for vans that were already kitted out. I found this one. It was a real bargain. It was in St. George. This is where the journey begins because I got the van here. I'm really excited to be living this nomadic lifestyle again. This is not the first time I've lived and traveled around and had an epic adventure in a van. Back in 2014, when I first moved to the States, I bought a van. It was an old prison bus. Before me, it was owned by the New Jersey Department of Corrections. It was a 15-seater van. I pulled out the back rows of the seats and left the 2 seats up the front, and I converted the rest into a camper. And then I traveled from Philadelphia over to LA, and I almost got back. The van broke down in Ohio on the way home, and I sold it for scrap metal, just like this one. It was an old bomb as well. I had a great time traveling around the country in that, and that was 7 years ago, so it's time to do it again in this van. Van number 2. It feels so free to be able to pick up and move to wherever I want. And the other thing that I've noticed is I feel so much more in tune with the environment that I'm in. I'm getting to see the sunsets, the sunrises. Right now tonight I'm parked right next to a little creek and I can hear the bubbling river beside my van. And most nights I get to stay in a really nice, interesting location. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all glamour and beautiful sunsets. I've spent my fair share of nights in a Walmart parking lot and brushing my teeth inside the Walmart, getting some strange looks from the people in there. But you got to balance the good with the bad. Now, I'm not living in the van full-time. My work situation as a pilot allows me to come and go. It doesn't cost me anything to get on flights. And so right now I'm flying between Philadelphia and St. George to come out to my van. And the idea is that as I move around in the van, I can park it at any airport and then fly back to Philadelphia for work. And my normal schedule for a given week will be 3 nights away with work, staying in a hotel that my work will put me up in. And then I'll have 2 nights in the van and then 1 night in Philadelphia where I'm based after coming back from the van, getting ready to get back into that work setup. Shaving, ironing my pilot shirt and getting myself prepared and situated for the next day of flying. I can travel for free with my job, so the getting out here is not the problem. It doesn't cost me anything. And then once I get out here, I'm not looking at paying for a car rental and then paying expenses for accommodation in a hotel and eating out at expensive restaurants. I can do this fairly economically. So now I'm looking forward to being back in this van life. And one of the real opportunities that I feel that having this van affords me, in addition to being able to train to climb the nose, is that I have a home that can travel with me now. So when I want to go and visit a new place, my home comes with me. And in a day and age when the status quo is to stay home, having a home that comes with me where I want to be is such a great feeling. So come on an adventure with me.